This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Murphy Law Firm, Veterans Help Foundation, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Louisiana State Parks, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to our almost spring edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi.
John Langwall.
John Langwall. They call him the Hog Man right now. I'm calling him the Hog Man. We got a few more weeks left, but I'm getting ready to make him the Catfish Man. You know, he was well known as Snapper Time. And he was going out there in big snappers. We haven't done it yet. Since you quit, they changed everything, but I'm setting up something for this summer for you.
Good deal, that'd be great.
Come to think about it, too, we're going to be announcing more of the Star. They got early bird drawings. So we're going to talk more about the Star coming up. Star Tournament has been one of the most successful things that they've ever done, and that helps CCA fight for our rights. Oh, yeah. They go to the legislature, they go all the way to Washington, doing a great job. CCA want to thank y'all too, and them been a sponsor, and all the fun things y'all doing, and it's coming up this summer. So get ready for that. I did a lot of running, John. Again, I made a trip to Scott, Louisiana. Trinity Outdoors had their Acadiana banquet, and it does good. They fundraiser and all the stuff they had some auctions and different things. Jason is really and his committee, they've really been working hard. I'm a little upset with Jason because he don't take care of himself, and the poor guy broke some ribs, and he was in pain. He was still working. He was supposed to be bringing me some video. Okay, he sent us some pictures. He had some Down syndrome kids that were there, and they have made a couple of hunts that were done. He's going to be, in the next few weeks, we're going to be bringing an actual hunt. I made a trip down at the lodge with Frenchy Crochet from the Swamp People. I really was touched by all the things Frenchy's doing. I've been to 4 different functions. He was also at the Acadiana banquet for Trinity Outdoors. He was at the seminar in Hammond. And then he went on this fishing trip with me, and he's always doing things for kids and people in the community. He's a tremendous asset to that program because what you see is what you get. I did an interview with him in the boat, and by the way, he caught the only fish. I was over there fishing, so we're gonna visit the lodge again, and them captains gonna give you a fishing report from there. Mm-hmm. And Frenchy gonna tell you a little story about himself. Derek Hudnall and Gerald Spohr, they 2 local boys getting ready to go fish the Classic this weekend. Our prayers, our good wishes are with y'all. Earlier in the year, we did an interview with Derek Hudnall. Chris and them got some excerpts from that, and we're gonna run it and talk to Derek Hudnall what it takes to get ready for something this big, with how you get scouting reports when you can't fish, and what you got to do. So he's going to hear more about that. We got a lot of tournament reports. We had one of the local kids, some local kids from Live Oak. Bato, I say Beto, it's Bato and Jordan. 2 brothers fishing in Live Oak. They won a big one up in South Carolina. We're going to show y'all some of the pictures and stuff from there. Plus, we had a high school, another high school tournament out of the East Zone, and we're going to talk about the winners and that, what happened in the Lake Verret area this past weekend. Fishing report, I can't wait to talk to you because you're getting ready for your catfishing excursion, you and your grandson. Last year, y'all sent me a bunch of pictures. This year, we hope to do it. So that's it. We got the news, fishing report, and anything else you want to know about outdoors here at Paradise, Louisiana.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
Add sizzle to your next occasion with delicious local eats from Catering Cajun. From boils and barbecues to tailgates and turnarounds, our planners, packages, and chefs are sure to please. Catering Cajun.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Bergeron's Boudin Cajun Meat here in Port Allen, Louisiana. John, I know you make a trip across this river a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you've been killing a few hogs last trip. We waited a long time for this. You know, you kept saying, I don't know what's wrong. They ain't right. They ain't going out. You spent a lot of time scouting and videoing, and you finally got there.
Yep. I was having trouble this year. I don't know why, but the hogs wasn't coming out. All deer season, when I couldn't deer hunt at my deer hunting spot, even though I hunted deer a little bit, my hog hunting spot was just, there was one or two hogs, and they would only come out once a week, and you kept asking me about it, and I couldn't get them. They were outsmarting me, and up until a week ago, and I think the old trick was hunting season's over, and the hunting clubs next door stopped feeding them, and I think it's, you know, I'm the only feed in that area now, and they're coming to it a little more. And I've noticed, I've been experimenting with these electric feeders, and I never did like them for deer hunting, but it seems like now that I took them all out the way, I'm getting tons of hog activity where the feeders were. And when they were there was no activity at all. So I'm not gonna use electric feeders anymore. If you have some real finicky hogs and you think they just not coming.
They're smart, ain't
they? They're very, very smart. So I went ahead and did away with the electric feeders, and this past week I did kill 3 nice big hogs. And there's one more on my list, and it's the one you caught a hog from hell. And
well, that one picture you sent me, it just looked.
Oh, he's a giant, and he was out this morning before we're doing this show, and I actually could have got him this morning. He stayed out 2 hours from 4 to 5:30 a.m., and I just decided not to go and get him, but he's coming out every day now that I moved the feeders, and I've been feeding him real heavy, so every night.
Tell me about some of this video you sent us. Tell us a little bit about some of these hogs you've killed and the video you sent us.
Well, the last week, the videos I got was actually pretty surprising to me, that where this one big dominant hog was, and I shot this hog, was a hog I've never seen all year long. It was just a hog that migrated to the property, and I shot him, and I went the next 2 nights later and I got another one, and believe it or not, I got him on a right-of-way that I wasn't even looking at anymore because that feeder was there and there was no activity on it, and I heard him eating the corn at night, you know, and that's when I did a check on him, and he was sitting there eating, and I shot him. And, you know, three this past week, and I do have something that's cheating a little bit, is a little sky cam that sends the live videos to my phone. And when I get these live videos, you know, I can determine about how long, you know, what times they're coming out, and if they stay out, I can go and get them while I'm you know, at home or wherever I'm at. I can go run over there and shoot them. Right. That gives me a little advantage to having a camera like that.
Let's talk about your gear, your gun. Every time we saw people talking about the gun, I know my brother called you. I mean, a lot of people, I've been putting them there. You calling you and find out they want to duplicate what you're doing. Tell us a little bit about the gun and make it quick. Tell us about how that gun you know, what kind it is, what you do with the
Well,
scope,
the guns,
and why it makes a difference when you can video and also hunt at night.
Yeah, well, the gun is just a 308 Weatherby. I use a 180 grain bullet, a good heavy grain bullet to knock them down, make sure they don't go too far when I shoot them. The scope, as I said one time on the show, is an ATN. It's a night vision scope, and it's got an hour light set on top of it. And you know, you can purchase these things at the older models at the Academy, or you can get the newer models at Bowie Outfitters, or you can just order them online through ATN. That's the scope I use, and the hour light, they have a stock one that comes with it, but I got one that's a little upgrade to put on top of it. And you know, it's pretty simple. You know, I mean, once you learn how to use it, it's a very simple thing. But I've gotten to where on this IR light, when I do see the hog at night, I try to do it at a low dim, because it seems like even the IR light spooks them at night. So I turn it on when I hear the hog in the woods, and I turn my scope on, and I ease the IR light slowly up so it doesn't just give them a straight beam. And it seems like that's working on the hogs that I shot this week. So
it ain't like people think it's like hunting any kind of animal at night. You put the light on and stop them. It don't do that with the hogs. Right. Let me ask you this now. You're killing these hogs, and we've been doing a lot of hog hunting, and people do it in airboats, people are doing it with dogs, and it's getting real popular with dog hunting right now. And even in the summertime, they got people offering me to go video some hogs, you know, killing them. What do you do with the meat? Tell me how I know you
I process it. You know, I grind the meat for ground meat. I make my own jerky, my own sausage, my own hog head cheese, and it all comes out good. And you know, most of the hogs I shoot are boars. And
you make pork jerky?
Oh yeah, pork jerky is actually better than beef and deer jerky. I love it.
That's time consuming too.
It is. It is. You get you a good meat slicer though. I normally use just a back strap. Believe it or not, the back strap is just fat free, easy to cut, and I use that for my jerky. You know, when you're killing that many hogs, and
when you're gonna bring something this way, maybe when you go fishing,
I can get
we get ready to fish up.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
John, thank you so much for doing that and being it. He got that monster there. I'm sure we're gonna bring him back when he gets that monster. But him and his grandson catch a lot of catfish and fishing report. He's gonna hang around. We'll be back. We got a lot to cover this week. Thank you, John. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna use you in the fishing report. Okay. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
2 nights in a row. Gary, this is for you. You watching Paradise, Louisiana. Sound like he's crashing.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Paradise, Louisiana. Yeah. Today, we're going to Mr. Gary's secret spot. The last time Mr. Gary was fishing with us, we put it on the trout. So we're gonna go back and take a look and see if they're there. If they're not, we're gonna go get the redfish. So it ought to be a good day. We got lucky the weather passed actually through the night. So we ought to have a good one.
That sounds good to me. How you, Mr. Gary? I have no faith about it, Paradise, Louisiana. And I just don't know what boat to go in right now. Which one? What we gonna do? Play a little game?
Paper, rock, scissors.
Paper, rock, and scissors? To see if I going with Lord or I going with Casey. Which one y'all recommend?
We go in the same spot, so we good.
Go.
Y'all gonna go where Wanda tell you to go.
All right, yeah, right, okay. Lady rules, huh? Lady rules over here. I don't know. So, how you say? I would go ahead and go on with Casey, I guess, first.
All right.
And then I would jump in, catch my limit of respects with Casey. Now I'm going to get my limit of reds with Lord.
All right,
how that
that's
sound?
the plan.
Then we ain't doing paper, rock, and scissors.
You the man.
Right. You know what?
We're gonna get it, Paradise, Louisiana.
Yeah,
We're gonna go crush them.
Go on, Gary.
With Mr. Gary.
Mr. Gary.
Richie from Small People. We're gonna rock it today, fellas.
And with Casey right here, we got no loss. The weather even came out good for us. So
well,
guess what?
Ain't that right, Mr.
Yep.
Frenchie?
We're gonna see what the black cloud gonna bring.
Hey, no black cloud. We got good people,
no
good boat.
Hey.
One little scene here. I want leaving the camp. I was supposed to take some pictures of the camp. I take it coming in.
Out in the center, we normally catch trout right here. This is back by an area called Deer Bayou. So we're gonna try working the banks. We catch bass and reds on the banks, and we normally catch trout out in the center of the bayou. So we're just gonna work it under a cork and tight line and try both and see what they want. And try a few different colors and see if we can get on them. So typically, you know, in March, we try to catch, the trout are gonna start transitioning to the outside. So we'll catch them in all the, you know, the intermediate lakes and waterways going to the outside. But this year is a little bit different. We didn't get much of a winter. So basically, you know, we had maybe one day of freezing temperatures, and it was you know, you need 3 days at least of freezing temperatures to push all those trout into the wintertime holes, and that just didn't happen this year, you know. So we're still catching trout at, you know, normal spring and summertime spots. So March for us in our area, you know, we can catch reds all on the inside in the marshes, and then we can go, you know, to the outside and catch trout in the intermediate lakes.
Go to him, say that. Talk to him.
Working on it.
There you go, head shaker.
Look all this.
He's 12.
Spencer, you doing the thing, man. We gonna feed everybody.
Bring him on up.
That ain't no Cajun music you dancing to, huh?
What?
I said, that ain't no Cajun music you dancing to.
That Frenchy little twist on with Paradise, Louisiana with Precision Charter.
That's good.
Frenchy little twist. Bring it on. The cha-cha. That's the cha-cha. The Frenchy cha-cha.
That's the cha-cha.
Yeah, he
Pretty
made
sure,
it.
you got it, man.
He make a fillet. Go ahead and put him in there.
Make a fillet.
He does.
Nice, buddy. There you go. You get
That's our celebration.
Got a few trout back here. He's putting that good sauce on there.
I really believe it's the seed.
Somebody gave me a fava bean.
Yeah.
Look at
it.
it.
Really the seed, y'all.
Show me that.
Right here. I
From
really
a St.
believe
Joseph
it's the seed. Mr. Gary gave me that from Louisiana Sportsman. I didn't see that in a long time. And that supposed to bring you good luck and blessings right there. Thanks for
You must not be too good. Louisiana Sportsman. That's somebody else's show.
I'm sorry.
And
Paradise, Louisiana.
That's the. How being on Swamp People? How did it change your life? Not financial, not it, but just, you know, your everyday life. How did it change?
It changed my life in a major way that more of a people person now, and I could deal with the public and everything, because as a commercial fishing and everything else, and as a child, I had a speech problem. And, you know, I was just a closet person. So it brought me out the closet and made me more of a people person to deal with the public and everything else, and knowing that what I put on this earth for. and to help out people and share my knowledge of what the swamp and what Louisiana got to offer us.
It's been a blessing, not only financially, but it proved to you that you could be a different person, huh?
Yeah, I could prove that that I could be a different person. I always had a good heart and everything else, and I could prove. I know that with the people that when the kids come take a picture of me and everything else, I would never in my wildest dream would ever thought I would have been blessed like that. So I know it was a major blessing for me.
You do a lot with physically challenged kids and handicapped people, soldiers.
Yeah, I do a lot with like Trinity Outdoor, all disabled, no kill deal, the wounded veterans and disabled kids and everything.
Dreams come true, everything.
Dreams come true and everything. And that was a touching because I never did experience having a conversation when I seen a special child in a wheelchair and everything else. And that was an opportunity with swamp people. I had a conversation because I was always look towards and say, nah. And come find out, it was a touching moment. That was the biggest payment I had out the whole career change of my life. It was the disabled kids.
Pull it around. Y'all got to leave it in the water a little bit long.
All right. A little bit long? Right? Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, guys, again.
On camera, friend. We know he's 16. That's the perfect size. They're going on a grill.
Good job, Frenchie.
Hey!
That's what's up,
baby.
We found them.
Paradise, Louisiana, and Casey. Here, Precision Chartered. It was about in Louisiana, y'all.
Camera.
So, guys,
you've been a commercial fisherman all your life, but this is the first time in how long that you've been fun fishing?
I've been a commercial fisherman all my life. I was born and raised on the bayou and everything. I fished as a sportsman, and then I did it for God and everything for different companies that I worked for.
How long it been, Captain?
And it's been 15 years about the last time I grabbed a rod and reel and a fishing pole in my hand.
And you know, we ain't got but 3 fish right now, and you done caught all 3. Ain't that something?
Hey, must have been holding my mouth right.
You got the bean?
Well, I just point to you.
This what it is, y'all. This is the secret of
St. Joseph.
St. Joseph bean right here. Having Christ in your life and with good people. Mr. Gary gave me this with Paradise, Louisiana. And I always carry my life with Christ. And with the bean, with St. Joseph bean, and with my cross, I can't go wrong.
Yeah, porn drag. It's been that ride. Now you can get it.
Got him,
good, buddy.
You ain't.
Precision. Can't go wrong. Just listen to Captain.
Look at that, boy.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Look at that.
Show me what you're working with. Give me that shot. Give me that shot.
They pull, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Look at that.
Hey, yeah.
There he is, baby.
Oh, yeah. What we say now? Look what we cooking
See,
tonight.
we just getting warmed up.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Woo!
Oh, no. Now you gonna put it all on my camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
It
putting
don't
up
get no better than that.
You got it on top of my camera.
Oh.
Well, look at the size of that fish. Ain't that
Hey, that's a good one.
I'll hook them too.
Look how you had him hooked.
Yeah, they don't want to eat. They got to put the little secret touch on them.
The boat somehow.
Yeah. Wherever we go. Can't ask for nothing better than that. Precision Charter, y'all, the way it happened it ain't do large. How you say you know it good and you blessed when a bad day, weather day and water condition, you still put slime in the boat. That way I'm talking about. Here we go. Captain Casey.
There you go, baby. Beautiful fish.
Beautiful, beautiful. Won't make me jump back to kiss myself. I want to kiss the fish. Wow. I love it.
On the boat today, you know, I ain't never black cloud you, but did I black cloud you on the other side?
Not
not too bad, but it was tough. You know, this wind and this rain just won't give us a break. And it's like that early spring. We still having a lot of fronts come in. Right now, one issue we're having is a lot of high river water coming from the Atchafalaya River. But, you know, if you're coming down to Dularge, come fishing around March into April, if you can pick your day, pick a day when you have a light south wind, incoming tide, make your way to the outside. If not, bring you some dead shrimp. You can get in these back canals like we did today and just try to fish in some of these secluded ponds and try to get up close to the bank and, you know, soak them shrimp in whatever type of cork and plastic you use and just beat the banks. We didn't find anything really piled up today, but we gave it a good run.
Better known as Frenchy.
Provision fishing charter. That's a hard Lord right now.
Hey, look it over there. Buy me, rent me.
He got the fishing right.
I'm gonna tell you all about this. This belongs to Craig Majors.
Hi, I'm Wanda Stewart with rodandreel.com. We had a black cloud today, but it was much more enjoyable because we had a lot of good friends on the boat today, and we have Leonard right here with us. And you want to tell us about your catering service, Leonard?
Yeah, we have on the Bayou Catering and Lodging. We rent camps, one room, single person, all the way up to 24 people. Also provide catering, on-site, off-site catering, and you can get in touch with us at 225-776-8431 or on Facebook, On the Bayou Catering and Lodging.
On the Bayou Catering. Tell them your last name, Leonard.
Adkins.
Tell them where you're from, Leonard.
Baton Rouge, Central.
That's what I'm talking about. You old Wildcat. Thank you, Wanda. Wanda, tell us how people can follow you.
Well, on rodandreel.com and Facebook, I have Wanda Stewart. I also have Fish with Louisiana with Wanda Stewart, a Rod and Reel girl, Hooked on Fishing. So any of those pages, you can get in touch with me and you can book a charter, come down and fish with us. We'd love to have you on board.
That's it, guys. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Thank you.
I'm sorry the black cloud you.
Well, it happens.
We had a great time.
We had fun.
We had a great time.
All right.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Berkley Power Bait Max Set. Outfishes original power bait by 45%. Disperses a supercharged scent field that attracts more fish and triggers more strikes. Power Bait Max Set. Fish bite and won't let go.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Bezron. Boudin Cajun meats, and boy, if we had smell-o-vision, do you believe that? I know you've been trying. How did you like that ribeye wrapped in?
Oh, it's awesome.
bacon?
It's awesome. And every time I'm in the area, I stop and eat this food. It's delicious. So it's nothing new to me. Yeah, really good stuff.
You've been a good cook all your life, and you did it. Look, we are right now. We'll give you a rodeo report. Before I get too far, I want to tell you some of the rodeos are coming up. The Lafayette Kayak, they got their March Madness, and they got their top draw over there. The Cocodrie, Louisiana Cocoa Marina is March 23rd. It's going to be 2 slight redfish and a tackle swap. I don't quite understand how the tackle swap goes. I think you catch it on this bait, or you get to use these baits. They swap tackle. I remember doing it one time or covering it, but I don't know enough to tell y'all about it, but just want to remind y'all that probably still time to get in. Lafayette Kayak Fishing Club, March 23rd at Coca Marina in Cocodrie. We had another one of the high school bass tournaments, okay? When I say we had the high school bass tournaments, they had another one of the East qualifiers, and the winners, it was out of Lake Verret and everything. Everybody knows the water's been high. They've been catching fish on both sides, but I think they fished out the Lake Verret side, and Wyatt Insminger and Dawson Andrews from Central High School won it. Great catch, 13.5. Now, the junior division, Brady Talbot and Damon Columbia Jr., they won the junior division at 8.56, and Damon had big bass at 5.74. So you see they weren't a whole lot of fish caught, but they had some good ones, so them guys know that. The big bass was Jackson Saris from Suffolk High School with 5.19. Now, the two boys I was telling you about in the open, they had the Bassmaster East qualifier, and it was coming from Anderson. The mom and daddy sent me a notice on it, and they said Anderson, South Carolina, but I didn't see the SC. So I thought they were talking about the Henderson tournament. We had a high school tournament a few weeks back. So I sent them a note, I said, that's Henderson, and I got the totals. But let me go check, and I'm going to see where your sons didn't finish. Well, they finished first. And this was the big one, the national tournament qualifier, and it was at Anderson, South Carolina. To top it off, you can see these pictures. These kids, you know, it's all over the Bassmaster website. Congratulations. I just got to say congratulations to these two young men, Tyler Jordan and Kobe Batto. I said that wrong again. It was the Eastern Open, and I forgot to tell me how many boats. But to top it off, this past weekend, they fished another one. They called it the TBF High School Open. It was a college and also a challenge event at Lake Hartwell in South Carolina. So I don't know if the boys are going to school in Live Oak or what, but they there. And by the way, they the sons of Nikki and Shane Beto. Send me all them information. As soon as school gets up, y'all off for the Easter holidays or something, I want you to make appearance and come on, tell us about these two trips y'all been doing and all these national tournaments y'all in. So good luck again and congratulations. Tyler Jordan and Kobe Beto. I think that's all the high school tournaments I got right now. But the Big Daddy, the World Series, everything they do it. And when I say World Series, Bassmaster Classic is losing ground. A lot of people going to the World Series or the World Series is bass fishing tournaments. Hackney left, you know, pretty soon Kevin Van Dam is still there with Bassmaster, but they're going to be leaving. So these guys, these bass fishermen, are telling me, that's always been the big dream, but the kids now are going, we got so many kids or young people or old people fishing, the elite out of here in Louisiana and traveling all over the country. So with this Bassmaster coming up here quick, my buddy and the producer and the editor had a chance to sit down with Derek Hudnall and hear some Derek Hudnall in his preparation for his first Bassmaster Classic.
Growing up as a child, you know, I grew up in a fishing family. My dad, Roger, was well known here in South Louisiana as one of the most, one of the most avid anglers here in South Louisiana. So I grew up in it. You know, it was always a part of my life growing up. And I guess my youngest vivid memory of I guess the first time in the back of my mind that I said, hey, this is what I want to do was 1989, sitting on the couch with my dad watching the Bassmaster Classic and watching Hank Parker hold up that trophy. I was 9 years old at the time, so from that moment on, I said, hey, I can remember vividly picturing, hey, my dad could be there one day. And of course, as I got older, it was, I can be there. That's something that I want. So, growing up, always fished with my dad, and become of age, 16 years old, and I was able to fish co-angler in events with my dad, the old pro-ams here in South Louisiana, and then when I got into the BFLs and FLWs, you know, when I was late teens, early 20s, and started making the jump to professional, and said I knew at that point that, you know, deep down in my soul, that's what I wanted. This dream started back, you know, a long time ago, and even, you know, I'm 38 now. I wish I'd have had the opportunity when I was a little bit younger, but it finally happened. And it's been a long road, but this is just one step. You know, I always said I wanted to fish in the Elite Series. I wanted to fish in the Bassmaster Classic. You know, the opportunity to hold up that wooden trophy has been something, you know, for probably 30 years every day that I thought about. And now I get that opportunity. I get that opportunity to compete at the highest level. And I'm not just happy to be here. I am, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I want to win. I want to compete every year for an Angler of the Year championship. And even this will be my first Bassmaster Classic coming up. And I can promise you one thing, I'm there to win it. And so this is just, you know, an overall dream. This is just probably step 4 and 5 in my dream. You know, I have a lot to look forward to. I'm here to stay, and I'm here to make a career out of it. And man, and my family, the support staff I have through social media. I'm involved in a lot of the youth fishing teams here in Louisiana. I have a lot of support staff coming into it, and that's absolutely pivotal to have the support, not just from a fan standpoint, but from a partnership. You know, I have some of the best partners that anybody can ask for, and you know, that are supporting me both financially and from a state of mind standpoint, people that are really rooting for me in the background. And you know, I couldn't be more blessed. One of the hardest things that we have to do as anglers is understand one thing is that we are our own worst enemy. You know, we are competing against some of the KVDs and the Iconellis and all of these guys that, you know, that are well known as some of the best professional anglers in the world. But you know, in the first Bassmaster Classic, of course, I'll be in awe being around these guys, and it's just such a privilege to be able to fish beside them. But, you know, when that Yamaha's cranked and that national anthem is sung, you know, it's me against me. I couldn't care less about who's in the tournament with me. My goal is to do the best that I can and to catch the biggest fish that I can for that tournament. So, you know, when that Yamaha's cranked and after that national anthem sung and I'm running down the lake, man, I just want to eat somebody's face off. You know, it's just, it's me against the world. It's me, actually not me against the world, but it's me against me. It's, you know, I'm going to be a victim of my own success and my own failures. But to be in the same room, in the same event with some of the people that I looked up to my entire life is, man, that's pretty special. And to get my fans, my family, my partners, and to bring them along with for this ride, means the world to me.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at Olin's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. Olin's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Welcome back to Battlefield Boudin Cajun Meats. John, we got a lot of events coming up, and the real big ones this weekend. The Sportsman Show, don't want to forget, starting Thursday at Lamar Dixon. This is the biggie. You have time, if you're watching this on Wednesday, you can see it in. If you watch it on Thursday, you missed today, but you got 3 more days coming behind you. And if you're watching it Sunday morning, hey, after you go to church, head on over there. It stays open to 5. So Lamar Dixon, this is the big one of the annuals that everybody goes to, boats, equipment, hunting stores.
A lot of stuff.
Just bring your credit card and have a lot of fun shopping too. So save you a lot of trouble, good deals. Another event coming up is the one-man shoot. That's for cancer research, 2 Lanes Prostate Awareness. It's a fundraiser annually. It'll be March the 30th. That's a Saturday. It'll be at Riverside Sporting Clays in Watson, Louisiana. Remind y'all the CCA Star Banquet is coming up. You know, Memorial Day weekend is coming up and right around the corner. Before you know it, the early bird drawings are going on right now. Sign up early. Last week's winner was Valley Kate Bornay and Cottonport. Congratulations to her. We got Shooting for the Stars. That's a DSAA event. That's the Down Syndrome Association. March 23rd at the Wilderness Gun Club in Lafitte, Louisiana. And this is sort of confusing. I got some flyers that it says, these are some of the Trinity Outdoor stuff that are coming up. We'll help Jason with it. This has been a big thing, and it's featuring Gino LaFosse. If you like Zydeco like I do, anytime Gino's around, you got to hop and jump, baby, because he can do it. They got some other surprise band, a huge amounts of rustic and antique auction items. And it said, they call it the Halloween Trail Ride, but it's in May 3rd to 4th, 2019. It'll be at Dago Farms. And in the Lafayette, in the Ioway area, excuse me. Highway 165 in Ioway, Louisiana. Trinity Outdoors Halloween Trail Ride, that's one of them. The other one is, I just told you, they got their 6th annual Trinity Outdoors. That'll be April the 6th, Bass, Brim, and Sac-A-Lade Classic. Never heard of this before. They had the Bass Classic, but this is it. They're gonna have the Uncle Booger Cook-Off, the fishing competition, live entertainment. They're gonna have some more auctions in there. The St. James Parish Boat Club. That's coming up April the 6th. Airline Highway in Gramercy, Louisiana. You can contact Jason Bland at 225-715-9581. You can also contact Jason there for any of them other events that are happening. Trinity Outdoors, to check their website. I think I got all of them. And I got my church bulletin. Let me tell you why I got my church bulletin here.
What you got?
St. Patrick's Day, the 34th annual, wearing of the Green Parade. Now, you know that's a big thing in Baton Rouge.
Oh, sure it is.
You know, like Spanish Town Mardi Gras. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people don't know. You know, I was king of Spanish Town Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2000. Father Mike Maroney, my pastor at St. Alphonsus, go out and see him. St. Patrick's Day Parade coming up on March 16th. So if you go by that Lamar Dixon, maybe that morning you get out there when the parade starts at 10 a.m. and see my pastor, Father Mike Maroney, who is definitely from Ireland. So I think that's all the events I got. Now let me see if I got some other news I got. Oh yeah, the news segment. By the way, the state just received $1 million from the federal government to help and do the study, not only study, eradicate the bug, the scale that's been affecting the roseau canes, that are killing all the roseau canes, especially on the coast, especially in Plaquemine Parish. So congratulations. Thank God that we got that. That's $1 million to help that cause. I want to thank you. We ain't through yet. We're going to come back to fishing report. I just want to thank you for eradicating them hogs.
Oh, that's
and
no
then,
problem. It's
now,
all my pleasure.
I'm going to thank you even more. I'm going to love you. You know Baton Rouge, buddy. If you
I enjoy it.
So
yeah.
bring me some of that cooking you do and that stuff.
Oh, I got a bunch of it at the
hogs.
house. I'll give you some.
Next time you come, you got to bring a little back.
Okay, I'll do that. Yes,
okay,
sir.
we'll be back.
Okay.
With the Abu Garcia Berkeley Fishing Report.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
For generations, anglers from across the globe have put their trust in Abu Garcia. Because out here on the water, we know our science is your religion. Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Featuring up to 24 pounds of max drag. Designed for leverage and power. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
Fishing. It's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Abu Garcia Berkeley Fishing Report. Man, we're going to go saltwater first because when we get to freshwater, some of them old things, this water is so high, you cross that river, you've seen it. It's all the way back. It's that far from the levee.
Way up.
So it's hard to place to find, but people are finding fish, believe it or not, even in the spillway. Now, they're traveling, and when that water is backing up against levees, you know, we'll talk about that when we get to the freshwater. But let me go to saltwater right now. And my mainstay and my good buddies Angie and David Stewart at Island Marina. By the way, we made that scouting trip over there, but Miss Angie is such a competitor. She was so disappointed we didn't catch no more than 3 or 4 fish. So she threatened me not to run that video yet, but we had some good information. They were talking about fishing, but when I was there, I got to talk to some of the captains, and this last week, some of the captains sent them a lot of reports. The main thing coming from Island Marina, from Miss Angie and them captains over there, Clint DeAlmas, Drake Morborn, and Calvin and them, they fishing a lot of redfish, but they finding specks. They doing what you call, like Cassius Clay used to say, what you call it? Stick and run, stick and move. That's what you do. You find it, you look in them spots, you catch 1 or 2, you stay there, but don't stay there too long and go somewhere else. You find the water is clear in one spot. Sometimes the fish are there looking for the bait fish. Sometimes they're in different areas. But on the specks, the redfish, the same thing. You find in drains, they fish in drains in there. The water in the Wrigley's right now is chocolate milk. They said you can stay it. But the ICWW is in good stain, they call it. In other words, there's been fish being caught, some of the areas. So stick and move, don't forget to stay there. Dudley, Vanderboer, and Mike Gallo, they told you last week, fast as that water moves, and what I enjoyed so much and what I learned is Mike Gallo using that phone, checking all the websites and anything out there in the coast and looking for tidal movement, looking for wind movement, and get you a head start, and you'll know what's going on, what the salinity is in all the lakes around there. So right now, out here, they've got good salinity in Lake Catherine. So if your people want to go out there, be sure, call your local marinas and find out. Delacroix's been another one. One day, them guys are doing something good. The other day, my good friend Tom LeBlanc and them, they're not catching hardly nothing. And I told him, I said, it's time to move somewhere, you know, go to Leeville. I talked to KD yesterday, fish in Leeville, go to Meta. Some of them places right now, they're catching fish. Speckled trout, the rocks in Grand Isle. And what was amazing, Tommy Vidrain sent me a video, but I don't think y'all want to see it. He's showing the innards and the bellies of the speckled trout he's catching, the big ones. And they're full of shrimp. Some of the shrimp in them are moving in. He's showing what's in their bellies, you know, and little minnows. Cockerel minnows has been a great bait right now in Leeville. And under cork, fishing cockerel for redfish and a few specks. So that's the report I'm getting from that area. Let me see, I don't want to miss nothing now in the saltwater. Didn't get any reports from Big Lake and everything in them areas. I've been asking those people, some of those captains. I've been real busy with some things going on in family gatherings, but I guess I'm gonna have to call y'all and get it. Up in the north part of the state, Toledo Bend, it's been hard to find it, but they gave away a sac-a-lay trip the other day, and the guy told me he's fishing off his dock. His dock, or his pier runs out to almost a 30-foot drop-off, and they got brush down there, but he's catching sac-a-lay right now on shiners and jigs. It's unbelievable what he's doing it. Now, we're going to talk about Concordia, St. John, and all them in the spring. Start catching big bass in there. You can always do it. I have any reports. I don't have any reports from Lake Bruin, but I remember last year at this time in the spring, they start catching them on yo-yos, the sac-a-lay up in Lake Bruin and all those areas. So check with your local marinas and ask them. See what's doing and check your buddies. And do like John. Now, John got a bunch of reports. Tell me where your reports, they're all freshwater.
I got a few. Pat's Bay, of course, from what I heard, shiners, live shiners are doing better than the jigs right now. That was a couple weeks ago. I don't know if anything's changed since. Rama off the levee. I heard they, the water's probably high, but they catching sac-a-lay off the levee. But don't trespass.
That's right.
Make sure you're not trespassing.
They get in that water, and when they get up high and they're getting them yellow flowers, them bass are cruising them yellow flowers.
Right,
and we throw a lunker lure or a buzz bait, and you can work them through there. It's just unbelievable.
And Des Alleman's. Got a buddy of mine at Des Alleman's right now, and he caught a couple this morning as soon as he got there, sac-a-lay. So I don't know the final report on that, but that's looking promising. But,
we've been getting that report, and boys are telling me over there at Outdoor Express that they're showing some people coming in and buying them. We catch a few of them on jigs, but shiners is the best thing. They always like that. You talk about the spillway sportsmen. When they get a good fishing report and they cross there looking for shiners, you stop at spillway sportsmen, them local bait shops. They love Joe Macalusa when he gives a report, but they hate him when the report is bad. We're talking about high water. Poor Joe, but don't ever forget to read Joe's report. He's one of the best sources of information, and Don Dubuque on Saturday mornings on WWL too. Those are sources of great reports and to keep you in the know. And Paradise, Louisiana. Let me see what I got. I got anything else in there? Lafitte, Dudley and them and all their captains out there, they booking right now and they got some openings. So you want to go and they can always find redfish. You can find our redfish. One thing about Tofield, if the crabs are running, he'll make a crab excursion. He'll do anything you're doing that just you have fun. They got their fly plane, I don't really know how they're flying, but you can always call Josie. What they got available, where the fish are biting, then you can ask her. These good captains, Ryan Lambert and them, they don't mind. Okay, you won't have a bad trip. They don't mind giving money back. Or they'll tell you, don't come, I'm gonna rebook you when the fish are biting. So, and that's the same way with Island Marina, the captains all down in Grand Isle right now. That's why I love it. You go to the Lords, you talk to Lloyd Landry and them, you call those guys down there, and they gonna tell you right now, don't come, I'm booked. Mike Gallo's booked all the way through the summer. He wanted me to book because he'd been promising me. I got to next fall, I got booked. I don't know if I'm gonna be living next fall, so we're gonna do it. So that's my fishing report coming from there. Now, freshwater again, private ponds, private lakes. If you can get in, right now is the time. If fish are starting to spawn in, you go to the northwest corner. If the sun is shining, it warms up faster. You find the rocks, them fish are laying on the beds. If you want to catch a big one, take a picture, throw them back. If private pond, be sure you talk to it. These pine owners, a lot of these people want you to take small fish out of there. I remember when my good buddy was living, superstar, outdoorsman, Lloyd Lindsay, he used to let me fish his pine. He wouldn't let you come back if you didn't keep all the smaller bass you had there. He said, I don't care if you throw them on the bank. That's right. He said, and don't keep none over 4 pounds, you throw it back. He said, I want it back. If you got eggs, you throw them back. But the rest of them, he said, you put them in your box and take them home. I can't tell you how many bass we used to take. I used to take 30 home, about that big.
Good to eat too, huh?
All that fillet.
Good stuff.
Now, like I said, remember your private ponds, remember your levee. You start walking the levee, don't trespass. Be careful with all these high water. And but these pits, when that water ever starts going down, all your river pits and gravel pits and stuff on the levee would be good. Now, I know I got one more I don't want to forget. Fresh water, where you go? Frog season. My boy Slate, him and his wife were fishing. Private place, Shepherd's Pond, over there. They're fishing covenant property. They're catching chinkerpin bass, regular brim. Kel, his wife, she's hammering them. She's doing over there one of the best cooks around, one of the best fishing ladies I know. And they've been in Maurice. By the way, Slate already getting an early start on frog. Frog season ends the last day of March. And it's, first day of April, and it's closed all the way to the first day of June. So remember frog season, now's the time. Catch a few, get out there and get you on a good night, catch you some frogs. Good Louisiana tradition. False River. Right now, this time of year, they got the big tournaments coming up, the Kiwanis tournament. Remind y'all about that. Steve Fontana was scouting. Look at this sac-a-lait.
I saw it.
2 pounds, 13 ounces.
Big monster.
That's a big one on a spinnerbait. That's his special spinnerbait, and he calls it with a Gary Krause skirt on the end of it. But he's sending that, plus they're catching bass in that. And my neighbor, Richard Lemoyne, fishing the subdivision pond. By the way, he's throwing these fish back, even that big sac-a-lait. Congratulations to them. I think that's it, guys. That's a fast fishing report. We've seen all the news. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to be bringing you some of the things we're doing. We hope we can get Jason Bland over here and let you see these young girls, these Down syndrome girls on these hunting trips, killing her deer and everything. Jason got all kind of footage. We just got to get him well and get him some time. And come on, Paradise, Louisiana. Stay tuned for Paradise, Louisiana. Thank you, John.
Enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Murphy Law Firm, Veterans Help Foundation, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Louisiana State Parks, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.